Good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. I decided to come on like I normally do live, and I have another thrift haul. So I decided to come on here and share it with you guys. Before you come in the chat, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video. So, as I happened to take a package through UPS, and I have to go right by the thrift store, so I was right in the area. And Rudy, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. And I found some really amazing things. One of the things I found, I really didn't inspect it too much. I just picked it up because, it had vintage on it. And I may have sterling in here. Hey, Deb, welcome in. I may have sterling in this bag. Who knows? But it's an old bag of, Laura's going to be excited because it's silverware. And there's some thimbles in there. And like I said, we may have some silver, but that's not the only thing I picked up. Y'all know when I go shopping, I do it for real. But you never know. So we're going to discover what these things are live because I really haven't looked at them. So we may have some silver in here. I don't know. Because sometimes when things are tarnished and they don't look real well, things get out there. And so I hope everyone's doing well. It's good to see you, Deb. I haven't seen you in quite a while. I'm glad you came in. And Rudy, he's always in, and we're glad to see him. But this is exciting, to say the least. I found two vintage crystal boudoir lamps, which I Googled those, and a set sells for over $200. So I've got two of them. So that's a good thing there. And I just happened to go in there because you never know what they have. And I walked out of there with quite a bit of glass. So, but we'll save the silverware for later because I know Laura will be interested in seeing this. Like I said, we could have silver in this. I don't know. But it looks like it's awfully old, and Laura is an authority on these things, so we'll let her take a look. So, the first thing we have, beside the hot mess up here, is these are all of these are usually good sellers for me, these candy dishes. So, let's see. Let me find my paper. Just stick it on here. They're always good sellers, so I decided to pick another one up. And I think this one is lead crystal. Here's what we have. It's a beautiful vintage piece. Normally, all their pieces that are vintage are indicated right there on that right there. And it has like the diamond pattern. And these, I can't keep these. They sell all the time. There's your bottom. And I'll give this, did I leave my phone downstairs? I think it's up here. It's right in front of my face. So we're going to give this a quick Google. It is perfect in every way. And these sell really well. I've had many different kinds, but I've never had any like that. So we're going to do a quick Google search. I may have already did it. So let's go into the gallery, and thank you guys for being here. And just see what we have. But those lamps were a definite score. Definite. Because a set of these lamps that I picked up sell for over $200 online. So I figure that was a really good, where's all my pictures? That was a score for sure. That's not it. I got too many pictures and not enough space, I think. Usually when I sell the items, I'll usually take them out of my gallery. That way it makes room for more pictures. So let's get a picture of this and see what we have. And I know it's vintage because It says so right there on the with the V. They always mark it. So let's take a picture and see. So let's get in this view and let's see what this is. But these are good sellers. They always have been. So we're gonna Google this. Matter of fact, they sell. People really love these things, so they sell really well. So I'm always trying to cater to those. Okay, this is a good one. This 8:31 p.m. Central. This is a vintage Anchor Hawking Wexford clear glass candy dish. So let's take a look here. Pedestal, of course, it's a pedestal. It's Wexford, and I've purchased many pieces of Wexford, which is a very good brand of glassware. And let's see what this thing is selling for. Sometimes the prices are all over the board, but it's a pedestal candy dish. So they sell for different prices. It's 7.5 inches tall and 6 5/8 inches wide. And this one's in really good condition, so I don't expect this one to be around too long. Once it goes up for sale, it is vintage and it is Wexford. I have no idea the date on this. So there we have that. Next up, I have yet another one even more spectacular than this one. And I'll show it to you. Let me get the lid. Take a look at this. This is magnificent. And I did Google it. Some of my pictures are... Hey, Ginger, honey, welcome in. Ginger, your stuff's going out tomorrow. I tell you, I have been really busy. I tell you, when you do a lot of glass, because when you do glass, you sell it, you have to wrap it, you have to find a box. Hey, Ashley, sweetheart, welcome in. You have to find a box. You have to put it in the box, put the everything around it. Then I usually invoice because I'll have the weight of your box and the dimensions. And then, because I'm always doing bag in a box. And then before I mail it, it's wrapped in heavy plastic. So it's quite the process, guys. So there is a lot to it, but jewelry's different. I'm not taking anything away from the resellers that sell jewelry. Jewelry's different. Glass, not so much. Hey, Branda, sweetie, welcome in. Good to see you, but it is definitely a different animal. So that is the process. And, I may not be the fastest gun in the West, but I'm pretty precise. But look at this. This is another vintage beauty, and this will last about 2 seconds when it goes up. But check that out. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful? So we're going to take a quick shot. I'll show you the top portion of it. There's your top portion. Of course, that is marked vintage, and that's how they mark things when it's vintage. Look at the base on this thing. I mean, they wasn't playing when they put that together. And then you have this real beautiful pattern. So we're going to do a quick, I don't know where my pictures went. And I know this is old, and we're going to take a picture so I can verify and tell you what it is. All these candy dishes sell. They're out the door. They sell really quick. So let me take a picture. Somehow I lost my pictures. This thing is gorgeous. So let's take a quick picture. I mean, this is like There's candy dishes and then there's candy dishes. This is at the top of the heap. It's beautiful. It does weigh, does have some weight to it, and I'm about to tell you what it is. So, and I've got one more package to go, and then I'll be done. I tell you, it's when you ship glass, and that seems to be the favorite of the buyers. And when you ship glass, you know you've done something. So, oh, this is a biscuit jar. Oh man, you ought to see what this thing sells for. We're talking the big bucks, $80 to be exact. But this is a heavy crystal biscuit cookie jar, barrel lid. This thing's not going to go cheap, I can tell you that. So, what this is a vintage heavy crystal canister candy biscuit cookie jar with lid, and then you have your pedestal. This is selling on the platform for $80. So this is definitely a treasure. It doesn't say that what the pattern is, but that's what it's selling for. So that is just the tip of the iceberg. And I still have stuff from the other haul. But see, I had the sale. I had someone contact me for some items before the sale and then after the sale to add on to what I already sold, and it was a lot. So, but this right here they'll love this. You just don't see things. I had a biscuit jar and it sold as well. It was ceramic though. So, let's see what's next. I utilized the paper. I'm glad they wrap it heavy. I did get it. I think this is a tea set, and it's really adorable. It has the creamer and the teapot. And I better be careful how I take this out of here. So it's made by Antique Reflections, and this is vintage as well. Let me find the lid. The light, isn't that beautiful? Look at the roses on that thing. And I have the creamer and the sugar bowl with the lid, so it's pretty good. And like I said, where I go thrifting, it's an excellent place to go thrifting. And it's only like 10 or 12 miles from the house. And here's the other piece, and I'm looking for the lids right now. It's got those roses on it. Isn't that beautiful? And there again, it's all made by the same company, Antique Reflection. Hey, Betrayed by Sin. I haven't seen you in a few minutes. Good to see you. Welcome in, sweetheart. I have a pile of paper over here that'll make sure that, okay. Aha, now we have it. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up for me, please, and thank you. But I just couldn't pass it up because it is vintage and it's amazing. Just saying. Hey, Brian. I am doing well, and I hope you are too. Welcome in, Brian. Where's the other top? So this, look at that with the little rosette on top of it. Is that not precious? Let's see. It's kind of because it's white on white. Well, dummy, if you turn it around, it would help. But look at that. That is very classy. And there's Laura. Oh my goodness, Laura. We need to have a prayer for Laura right now because she's riding out the storm, guys. So let's have a prayer for Laura because I tell you, these spring storms are no joke. Dear Heavenly Father, be with Laura now as she is in a situation where there are storms. Be with her, Lord. Protect her, keep her safe. It's all this that we pray in your precious, precious name. Amen. And that's serious. I know how them storms are because in 2012, two tornadoes, you're welcome, Laura, ripped through here. Two of them, not one, two. Laura, I have something that'll get your mind off the storm. Guess what that is? Besides, look at that. And I haven't even inspected it yet. I was waiting because I knew you'd be on here. So some of it could be, yeah, it could be silver. I don't know, Laura. I didn't look at it. I just picked it up. But these are smaller. Wouldn't that be novel if we had sterling? And these are old too. I mean, they are old as you can see. Well, Laura, I'm glad, and may the good Lord keep you safe, honey. And, it's very scary. I understand. So I didn't even open the bag because I knew Laura would be here. So I didn't even open the bag. So, all right, where's my lid at? I'm knee deep in paper, guys. But anyway, there is a lid to this. It's a beautiful little tea set. And maybe that goes on there. But look how precious that is. Isn't that beautiful? Hey, Lucy, sweetheart, welcome in. But I have the creamer and the sugar bowl. I have a 3-piece set, and it is just beautiful. I mean, it's colorless, but it's made by Antique Reflections, and it's vintage. And look how delicate that is. It's colorless. It's vintage, too, guys. It's good to see you guys. Oh, my gosh, I picked up. These are boudoir lamps of all things, and they're vintage. And what I looked up online, the set sold for $200. Guess who has two of them? Me. So I'll show them to you. And they came with the original hurricane lamps, which never happens ever. So let me get this out. So, in the meanwhile, let me move some of this stuff over and I'll show you this and then I'll get on to other things. Let me put that over there. But this is so pretty. It's unreal how beautiful this thing is. Little white, delicate little roses. Very beautiful. You're like, where does she find this stuff? Well, it's all about being in the right place at the right time. An opportunity, you want to be, the way you do it is you visit these thrifts often, and the one I go to, they have fresh things every day. Look at that. Footed. So, I'm not going in there looking at the same items every day. It's always different. Isn't that beautiful? The way it's made. I was looking at it And I think this is the way it's made. It has the like the gold edging on that, but it has it sporadically. And I think that's what they meant. Thank you, Brian, to have it sporadically through there. And I'll tell you what it is. I think it's in my gallery here. Let's see, back it up. Ah, right there. It's footed, so you know that when something's footed, it's probably vintage, and I could tell by looking at it. So, this is it's a vintage Jeanette glass Lombarde clear glass textured footed oval fruit bowl. Now that's a mouthful. Thanks, Brian. And it's by Jeanette Glass, which I've sold a lot of it. So what it says, let me pick it up here. I don't want to break anything. It says it is made by Jeanette Glass Company. It has an oval shaped scalloped edges. The bowl features a textured design of flowers and leaves. It measures approximately 5 inches tall, 9.5 inches long, and 6.5 inches wide. It is made of thick, heavy, clear glass. It can be used as a centerpiece or for serving fruits and other dishes. The bowl is considered a collectible item of American culture. Wow. But isn't it beautiful? I could see that being a centerpiece somewhere, and I'll move it in so you can see. But isn't that beautiful? I've picked up a lot of Jeanette glass. Seems to be something that I've located so much of in the past. And I did have some Fostoria as well, and I think it was a bell I had. But there you have it. Isn't that gorgeous? So now the real eye candy's coming up. Let me put but I'm going to show some of the pieces that you guys might have missed, some of the new people that came in. We have this is a vintage what was the name of that? I like to keep people up to speed on things. Let's go over. And I've had a lot of these it's Wexford, but I'm going to tell you. And I've had a few pieces of Wexford anyway. It's a vintage Anchor Hawking Wexford candy dish with lid, produced in the United States in the 1960s, made of clear pressed glass with a diamond cut pattern. So we all know these sell like crazy every time. And I've had some different ones in my day. Here's your bottom. Thank you, Brian. And I have sold my share, let me tell you. And then there's that. Isn't that nice? And I don't look for that to last too long, but the best one, check this out. This is really different. And I thought it was just a candy dish, but it's much more than that. And let me go back in here and I'll tell you. I like to catch people up to what's going on here, so we don't miss anything. Let's go this way, right there. So, this is a vintage heavy crystal. This is, you won't believe what this sells for. I'll tell you about it first. The item in the image is a vintage heavy crystal jar, likely used as a candy dish, cookie jar, or biscuit barrel. And I looked online and these sell for $80 a piece. And it is gorgeous and has a pedestal on the bottom. Look how beautiful it is even from that angle. Yeah, $80. what a find that was. And it has like a lattice. It features a diamond shaped cut glass lattice design. The lid has a diamond spear shaped handle. It is a round pedestal base that is wider than the jar's circumference. The jar is made of heavy crystal. Similar items are described as vintage and elegant. Could also be used for storing other items like tea or dried fruits. There are some similar items described as lead crystal. This is a decorative functional piece. And the first price I see on this thing is $80. So, and that eBay, they have it on eBay for that because they probably know the worth of it. So, and then I see another one. It could be lead crystal because it does have some weight to it. $80. I hadn't either, Brian. I seen that. I went to the back and I seen it and I was looking around and I was like, wow, check that out. But it is amazing. That would be a prize on anybody's cabinet, if you ask me. It is beautiful. Just amazing. You just don't see stuff like this. And I just happened to be the lucky one that found it. Now, let me pull this out. You know, thrifting's like this. You know, you got to get out there because you never know. The place that I go to, you never know what they're going to have. And it's what they have is usually amazing. David shaped cookies. Got Star of David. Oh, wow. Now, let me get the shade to it. You know what these sell for? $200 for a set of these things. And I got 2 of them. And imagine me getting 2 of something. But it is old. And so let me dig my way through. So I got 2 identical. If I can get to this. And this is amazing that the Hurricane, the original, hey Francine, welcome in, the original globes, not replacements. And I got 2 of these. Look at that on there. And these sell, a set of these sell for $200. So the chances of you finding something that like this, and of course it is electrified, and here's your cord, is like slim and none. I hope it does too, Laura. But look at that. Just check that out. That is glass on there on the bottom. Here's your little hang things. That is glass. And there's your little right there. And it's very vintage, and these go for high dollar. And I got 2 of them. So here we have it, guys. The original, this is original. It's not been replaced. I know, Francine, I sometimes shock myself. Isn't that though? And it's considered a boudoir lamp. But when I was checking out with this, and this guy said, he goes, oh my gosh, he said, those are beautiful. And he said, they're old too. And I'll give you a full description, but you don't find that ever. Not 2 of them, not with the original lampshade on it. So this is quite the find, guys. And look how beautiful that is. And the original, it's not a replacement, it is the original. And it, hey, Aqua Lover, welcome in. It just, that's like lightning striking twice in the same spot. It never happens. But this is amazing, and it will be up for sale because Lord knows I don't need it. But I do have two of them. Let me take this off. I don't want, I'll show you a closer view of the, look at that. Is that not amazing or what? And look at the little dangles on there. And I have two of them. One of the little dangles are missing, and it's right there on that side. But for what you're getting, I mean, look at that prism type round thing right there. Those would be pretty on someone's. And I did get two of them. So I feel pretty. The other one's wrapped up, but yeah, these are old, and I'll give you some information on them. Hey, Amy, welcome in. But yeah, I found two of them, and the set sells for $200. So I think I probably hit the proverbial jackpot. So let me look in the gallery here. Good to see you, Amy. Thank you so much for coming in. Let me back this up a little bit. Here we go. I was flabbergasted when I saw what these things sold for. And to have something with the original hurricane lamp, it don't happen. Usually those are the first things that get broken for sure. So, whoops, let me lower that down and I'll tell you what it is. Mercy. Wow, wow, wow. Let me make sure I got the right one. And here we go. This is a vintage prism diamond shaped cut glass boudoir. Thank you, Laura, for dropping those. So I guess the prism, they're in reference. I'm so paranoid, I'm going to break that. They're in reference to the prism is this down here. That, look how the light reflects off of that. So if, hey, Steffi, welcome in, sweetie. So I'm so paranoid about this because Lord, we don't want to break that. Let's set that right there. So let's visit that. Lord have mercy. It is a vintage prism diamond shaped cut glass boudoir, table, desk, oil lamp style. Lord have mercy, guys. They're only this is big, guys. I must have got excited, but I'm telling you what. Let me see what if it's more than one. Oh my gosh. I'm getting nervous now, guys. Let's see here. It is circa 1950s. This is a great example of classic Art Deco design using a unique stacked diamond cut glass on a thick cut glass base. Etched glass, holly floral tulip shade. Gorgeous reticulated silver band. Yep. And it's got the, guys, hey, one of these sell for $200. One, and I've got two of them. $200 on this lamp for one. I am just totally blown away. And I've got two of them. Wowza. Let me make sure I got the right one. So I would say, and I wouldn't sell on eBay because you don't know who you're dealing with. And if I sell on here, I know exactly who I'm dealing with. And people can be pretty low down. So I would never sell on eBay ever because you don't know who you're dealing with. So I prefer to sell to you guys where I know who you guys are. I can, I'm going to give you an example. This one guy, he sells on eBay, and now let's this is how chinchy this is. Hey, Lenore, sweetheart, welcome in. He sold a thing of like thumbtacks, with the little white thing and the little thing on the bottom. Thank you, Francine. Yeah, thumbs up. He sold that to somebody, and I'll have you know, he knew the card was full and there was some missing, and this person had the audacity to try to return it. Now, how chinchy was that? I would have gave him his money back and told him to shove it and don't ever shop in my store again. That's what I would have told him. That's why I would never do eBay. It's not worth it. There's people out there, they lie, they destroy your items, and I'm not dealing with that. I don't have to. I like to sell to people that I trust. Well, I'd have told him to take them and shove them, and I'd have gave his money back and said, "Don't you ever shop in my store again," is what I would have told him. I'd have told him to take it and shove it where you can't see it. So I didn't say I wasn't a little bit horsey. Okay, let's see. So there's that. So I'll give you guys a preview of what we've already seen. It's not a tremendous haul. This is a vintage candy dish right here, Diamond Point Wexford. This is a cookie jar or biscuit container. And this sells for $80. $80. It is heavy. And it is beautiful, and it has like a little stand on it. There's your bottom right there. Yeah, this bad boy sells for $80. So you figure I really cleaned up. So now the moment that Laura's been waiting for. I did find this silverware in this bag, and it was all in one thing. So now we're going to find out, and Laura is very efficient when it comes to knowing patterns. So I didn't even open it because I knew Laura was going to be here, and I wanted us to be excited together. So here we go. Find my. For one thing, it says it's vintage. You've got the V on there that it tells you it's vintage. So let's see if there's some thimbles in there. So I didn't even open it. I just seen silverware and grabbed it. So we have some thimbles here. So first one out of the bag. Hey, Face the Ace. I need a distraction because my city is on. Ryan Hall. Oh my goodness, Laura. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to bring out another set of eyes on this. Where is? Oh, here we go. Now, well, it helps if you turn it around. This looks like a baby. It's an Oneida. It's an Oneida spoon, and it says you better get your bigger magnifier out. Do you have it plugged in? Yeah, you do. Imagine that. Okay, this says Oneida, and it looks like a baby spoon to me. Oneida LTD. And here's what it looks like. It has no pattern on it. Let me douse that light. It has no pattern, but it's an Oneida. Nothing to get excited about. I didn't see any silver marking on it. It doesn't say stainless steel. And it doesn't say, silver plate, but it is an Oneida LTD. So it looks like a baby spoon to me. What you would feed a baby. It's tarnished big time, but I don't think it's silver. Hey, Black Widow, welcome in. I know, and I'm almost done. I've got your stuff wrapped up, and it's ready to go in a box. Your first shipment did go out, so I have been super duper busy. But this is the first one, so nothing really. It's an Oneida, nothing really spectacular. But here we have. These are all marked, guys. Let me see what this says. This is a VM Rogers and Son. I have heard Laura speak of Rogers and Son. And it says Victorian Rose. Now this is rare, guys, that you ever see the name I don't know if y'all can see it, but it says Victorian Rose. You'll have to take my word for it. Let's see. I don't even know if I can show it to you, but it says Victorian Rose right on the spoon. And I have heard Laura speak of that Rogers Company many, many times. So here's what we have. There's your little right there. I don't know if it's maybe silver plated. I'm not for sure, guys. And here's the back of it. Yep. Silver plate. Yay! So, Laura, this would be considered like a baby spoon. Let me turn that light out, guys. I have heard, yeah. So, there we have it. I would consider that a little baby spoon, an infant feeding spoon. So, next up, we have, dear me, let me turn the light back on. But whenever I see silverware, I don't even question it. I pick it up. We have a international deep silver. I wonder what that means. International deep silver. And I don't see any 925 marks on this. And I really don't know what that means, but I'll show it. It says International Deep Silver. So there we have that one. And as you can see, it's rather tarnished or needs to be cleaned. And here's the back of it. I think that these were kept, there's extra plating, Orleans pattern. I think these probably belong to, these were kept because, and here's what it looks like right here, because they were mementos to hey Zeus, welcome in, because they were mementos to someone's childhood. Good to see ya. We got a big crowd. I'm liking this. So now we have this. Oh wow. All of them have, when I seen it, I picked it up fast because I didn't want no one else to get it. So we have a little butter. It looks like a butter spreader or a cheese spreader. And it's so close together. SEZST. That's quite a handle. H. Here. Let me turn it around. Man, this has got a really long. It kind of sounds German to me. So, hot dog 18 or 1923S. They've got it so close together, I can't see it, guys. I almost have to blow it up. Here, let me take a picture. And this is a cheese spreader. Let me take a picture of it with my phone and I'll blow it up. I mean, there's a lot going on in here. And this is very, very old. Let's check this out because it's so tiny and they put so many words on one thing. I can't even read it. And then I'll blow it up and it'll tell the story. So easy does it. Go down here and right there. I mean, this has got like major wording on it. So it's S. I just made it blurry. Let me retake a picture. It's hard to be still and get every detail. We'll move that to trash and we'll take another picture. I mean, they got some wording squeezed in up in here. Really, really. Come on, focus, camera. Get too close, it's blurry. But I have never seen so many words on such a small. That didn't do any good neither. Let me take another look underneath here. You would think I could see something with this extreme magnification going on up in here. Okay. 1929 EP. Let's see. Gorham. I wish Ace. EP. P. Patent 1929 and it has an S on the end. So we're going to let the expert, Laura, she's the expert on these things. And here's what it looks like. Let me see if I can hold it still. Here's the pattern. Then turn it on the back. That's what it looks like on the back. Yeah, I've heard the word Gorham before, Laura, and I think this is a little cheese spreader or something, a little, you know, cheese spreader. But I have heard of the name Gorham as well. So moving on, but I think these are mementos. These baby spoons, cheese or butter, are mementos that these were very important to someone. Face Ace, I'm not for sure if it's silver. It might be silver plated. It don't say. And what's that? It says a lot, but it doesn't. It gives a date, but I don't think it's silver, but it's silver plated. And I know a lot of people collect this silverware, but Gorham is in the title. Wouldn't that be not? Why they wouldn't never let that go if it was silver. So we have more spoons. Let's see what this one says. So we have International Deep Silver. We have another one of those. And this is the pattern on it. So I've got two of them. You hold it still. So Laura said when it says that it has extra silver plating on it, which there's that, which makes a lot of sense. And I have two of those. One's in a different pattern than the other. But yeah, I've got two of them in different patterns. Orleans. That one is Orleans. It's beautiful, isn't it? They just don't make silverware like that anymore, do they, Laura? So here we have another baby spoon, and I bet you. Let me see. It is Oneida Ltd. Is what this is, and it's all it says. I don't see any 925 markings, and it's. I'll show you the pattern on it. I'll have to get up like this so I can hold it still. You know, these, I think all these baby spoons, I think they meant something to someone, and someone probably passed away and donated these. They was probably in a, but yeah, there's the whole shebang. And Laura, since you would get you, I know you like silverware, and I'll sell them to you for exactly what I paid for them. And I've got thimbles too, guys. And I'll sell them to you for what I paid for them. And the grand total is $5.67. So you get those for that price. How about that? Because I wouldn't, you're the, you do the silverware. Sold. Because Laura, I figured Laura, if anyone would enjoy these, it would be Laura. You're welcome, sweetheart. Yeah, Laura gets those. Now there were thimbles in there. Like I said, I seen the bag and I picked it up and put it in my cart. So let me check these thimbles out and see what we have. Let's see, don't see any silver marking on that. What is this? Oh, I see the word Japan. Japan. It's got Japan on it. And that's what it looks like. That right there, it has Japan on it. I've got some thimbles I bought before downstairs, guys, that are very unique. This thimble has the number 10 on it. It's probably the, and so there's that one. It's, nothing to get excited about, but it was in the bag. So, boy, this one's really tarnished, guys. And it's so good to see you guys come in. I really appreciate you guys. And it's always a fun. Wow, this is fancy, guys. I think this is old. I don't see any silver marks on it. But it's very intricate. It looks, I guess that's the color of it. And there that is right there. Let me back it up and see how intricate that is. So this is definitely an older one. There's that one. Let's see what's next here. So we have a okay. This one says something about Willie's. Who's Willie? Willie's Light makes house works easy. So evidently Willie was the name. Willie's Light makes. So evidently the company. So this was made by Willie's, makes a home better, according to that. Yeah, this is very intricate, and it's just so. I didn't know that. Oh, this is another intricate one, and I'll show it to you. Here, let me hold it so you can see the bottom of it. There's the bottom. Get that camera to focus. See how intricate that is? It's extremely it's extremely hard for me to be hold still, but like I said, I saw the bag and I knew what it was and I just picked it up and I didn't look at it because I wanted to. I knew Laura would be here, so we wanted to do it together. And that bunch of silverware goes to Laura for what I paid for it because I don't think anyone else would be. I know that there were some brands in here that she really. You're welcome, Laura. That I've heard her say, and just I know what you collect, Laura, and you're always there for me. You're always my mod, and I love you, and those are yours. So, I was already there and I picked it up. I had to go by there anyway. So, I was on my way to the thrift shop and I saw my Laura. I've got an angel hanging from my rear view mirror, and I was looking at that, and it was just sparkling. So Laura's with me wherever I go. Every time I look at that, I smile because I know who made it. It just makes my day, and I look at it, and I'm sure it's blinded a few people, but you know, but every time I look at that, I think of Laura. She's always with me. She goes, "I'm glad it's that angel in that car with her because she's got a heavy foot." Laura's probably got to make Laura laugh. So until that old storm passes. Yeah, I already had that one race, and that was, see? But no, honestly, after that one time, I never drag raced anymore. So I do speed up when the truck drivers try to hover over my car and look down at my car. I will speed up then, acting like they've never seen a female before. Oh yeah, Black Widow. Did you go back and look at that? I got some great, and then I got those two boudoir lamps that, oh my God, I about fell over. Thank you, Black Widow. It's, you know yourself, it's all about the opportunity. This place always has the most amazing stuff, and all my stuff comes from there. I could drive, they have another one about, I'd say about 20 or 25 miles. And I figured, why should I drive that far when they got the goods already at yeah, it's very rarely, guys, do you find a lamp like that with the original shade. It don't happen. Let me slide it very carefully. But yeah, there we have it. And that shines like a diamond right there. And I have two of them. And one of them sold for $200, just one of them. Yeah, Brian, do an unboxing. Yeah, we're nosy. We want to know what you got. Of course, if I sold it to you, I know what you got. But that would be good, Brian. It would get you used to being on camera and showing things, and it's fun. It really is fun to, you know. So, Black Widow, you already have a box in the mail. I am working on part two of your stuff, and more to come. I tell you. It's like I said, I'm not taking anything away from resellers that sell jewelry, but it's much when you do glass, it is work. I need the third box. What box was that? Oh, I know which one she's after. Good choice. She needs a third box. Um, But when you do jewelry, I'm not taking anything away from those who sell jewelry, but it's much easier. Like Laura, she does her jewelry to order, and it takes work. But you just keep going. You just put your nose down to the grindstone and keep rolling. But yeah, it's just amazing stuff that I'm able to pick up. And yeah, it's easier to pack. And but not that's why I know a lady that's on YouTube. Her name is Rosie, and she sells Fenton and glass all the time. But I don't know of anyone else that has the vault cells. You will not be disappointed with anything you get. Oh, oh my! That is so exciting. And thank you, Brian. That is so exciting. Laura is getting some sterling silver um, from uh, utensils from Christy, and it's just amazing. Get excited, guys, because when Laura, she's got a plan. So she's going to make some amazing things, and we're going to be, those will be bestowed on us. Black Widow, are you subscribed to Laura? If not, you might want to, because she is she does amazing spoon your spoon rings with antique silverware. She does necklaces. She does sun catchers. She does wind chimes. She does it all, and she does it by hand. Yeah, Brian, you need to get on there and not be so nervous when you get on. I know it's if you're not used to being on the camera, it is kind of nerve wracking, but you do learn to kind of relax. And yeah, Brian, inquiring minds want to know what you've got. And there is Black Widow. If you're not subscribed, there is Laura's link right there. You will absolutely love the things that she makes with. She's getting a big lot, an 8-piece set of sterling silver flatware with an amazing pattern. So get excited. So get excited, because she already told us that she does have a plan. And I'm excited, and I'm not even the one making it. But yeah, it does take, like Laura's, it takes the craftsmanship on her things is just, it would probably blow your mind to know how many pieces of silverware that's crossed Laura's hands since she started with that. Yeah, and sciatica, and we need to pray for Brian, because I tell you, sciatica is no joke. Sciatica has to do with all the nerves in your back, and it flat hurts. Laura said she could not count that high. But it's really, I was excited for Laura. When I watched that video, I'm like, oh my gosh, what an opportunity. And I said, we all get to be a part of it. She's gonna make a lot of nice, beautiful things. So get excited, just saying. But yeah, but uh, but evidently these baby spoons, probably it could have been a mother that kept the baby spoon. Oh, at a estate sale. Oh, isn't that exciting? But I just imagine that these spoons were kept by probably a mother that kept their baby spoons, and then they probably passed away, and then they ended up in a thrift store. I got a little thing that has little cups with it. I got to see if I can't find it. But yeah, those were probably special to someone It was probably their children's baby spoons and they kept them as mementos. They just happened to be old ones, like a tea set. But yeah, it's always exciting time, and I guess I really love these on this thing here. It's so pretty, but being at the in the right place at the right time, you just have to. Laura, what's the weather doing right now over there, Laura? Do you have a football or basketball jersey? No, Rudy, that's not my style. I sure don't. But I'm not. If you see a T-shirt on me, then I'm probably around the house because I wouldn't. Yeah, Brian, that would be great. People like to watch people do woodwork and projects, and it's really interesting. Do you have all the tools, Brian, like the sander and all the good stuff? And here, Laura is just now. Her roof is being. Have they finished your roof yet, Laura? She just got through with an adjuster on her roof, and hopefully, well, isn't that awful? You get one thing fixed, and here comes another. This is the time of year where storms are really prevalent. It really is. They really are, and they can be pretty brutal. The roofer called today, and they want to drop materials next week. My roof has a tarp on it. Well, I'm just glad that they didn't. I don't like the fact that there's a storm in your area. I don't like it, but at least they didn't get it on there and something tore it off. Yes, he is, but that would be. I just hope the tarp, if you have high winds, that it holds really good because I think about all these things. I guess I'm I kind of worry about things maybe too much. But are you in your basement, Laura? I'm sure you are kind of watching every wind just totally frightens a person. I know we've had some pretty. We didn't get what we was supposed to get Sunday because it went to Kentucky and there was some damage there, but it was close. Not yet, but I'm ready to go downstairs. Oh my goodness, Laura. Mm. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Is your boys at home, Laura? Yeah, good. Yeah, because you want to be safe. You guys, I'm going to go ahead and one of them is I'm going to go ahead and end this live so Laura can, I don't want to distract her. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go, guys, go. Thank you for coming in and look at all the beautiful things. Yes, Black Widow. Black Widow, your sight. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for coming in. Prayers for Laura, guys. She's in a bad where a storm could go through, so we'll continue praying for her. Good night, you guys. It's 10:34. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget that thumbs up, please, and thank you. And I'll catch you on the next one. Love you guys. I'll catch you later. Be safe, Laura. We'll be praying for you because that stuff is no joke. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for those hearts. Love you guys. Be safe.